Yo, how's it going, guys? It's Ogre. Welcome back to the channel for a brand new Modern Warfare video. If you guys are a part of the Noti gang, man, I know this video is going up super late. That is because update 1.18 is most likely out when I'm posting this video. And there's a lot of brand new stuff coming out into this update, including a brand new multiplayer map, brand new guns coming into Warzone, as well as I'm pretty sure a brand new operator for multiplayer as well. So there's a lot of content coming out in this update, man. And basically, I do this thing every single update where I want to give you guys the 10 best class setups that you guys can use going into the next update here in Modern Warfare. If you guys enjoy these type of videos, make sure to drop an early like on the video. That'd be greatly appreciated. As well as shout out to this person right here for having the notification bell turned on. If you guys want to get your own personalized shout out, make sure that you guys do subscribe to the channel with the post notification bell turned on, and then comment down below #BellGang, and I got you guys with a shout out in a future video. Alright, so pretty much with that out of the way, let's jump into the class setups. Alright, so for my first element, we got the PP19 Bison. If you guys watched my previous video on this, or not my previous video, I think I uploaded it a few days ago, but actually I changed up my class setup. I changed one attachment on here, man. I definitely think that you guys should try running it. Now, before I actually used to run monolithic suppressor, and don't get me wrong, this class setup is absolutely amazing. This is usually what I would main, but for right now, I'm actually trying out the compensator muzzle instead of monolithic suppressor. You guys can try out either or. Either way, the Bison slays, man. The reason why I like this gun the most out of every single gun in Modern Warfare is because of how much ammo it has, the low recoil, as well as the consistent damage. It's just an all-around great gun, man. If you guys aren't using the Bison already, you guys definitely have to try it. Go ahead and try either one of those class setups for a few games, and I definitely think that you guys can get some pretty high kill gameplays, or possibly even a tactical nuke. Next up, man, we got my MP5 Class Setup. As you guys probably know, I actually did upload a few recent videos on this. One with this class setup right here, which we are running Merc foregrip, 10mm 30-round mags, stipple grip tape, sleight of hand, and F-Tac collapsible stock. Now, the other class setup that I did run is I took off stipple grip tape and I put on the monolithic integral suppressor. Now, essentially, if you put this on, basically, the only thing that you're going to lose is a little bit of ADS speed, but you're also going to get a lot more bullet velocity and sound suppression, so people aren't going to be able to hear you from where you're shooting, and that is just absolutely clutch, dude. Especially if you guys are playing hardpoint and you guys are trying to flank, it could definitely come in clutch in a lot of situations, so you guys can either run that, but me personally, I think for now I'm going to be sticking with this one for the stipple grip tape, because this is what a lot of the pro players use, and I definitely think I'm going to be maining this MP5 class setup for now on. Maybe in some future videos I'll try out some other MP5 class setups that do work and are also very good, but this is just, in my opinion, the best one right now. Next up, we got my M4A1. A buddy of mine, TDK, uses this, bro, and I gotta say, dude, it is probably the most overpowered M4 class setup if you guys are a rushing type player. I know there's a lot of players in Modern Warfare that kind of like to sit back and chill with the M4A1, which is why I think it gives the gun a bad name, but I feel like that if you guys rush with this class setup, you guys can definitely get some work in, bros. I'll tell you what, dude, it's absolutely crazy. I've dropped two nukes with this class setup right here, and it's definitely something that you guys want to try out. So what we are running is monolithic suppressor, commando foregrip, 60-round mags, stipple grip tape, and no stock. Like I said a little bit ago, this is definitely the rushing type of M4 class setup, not your sit back type. So if you guys are a little bit of a more sit back and relaxed Modern Warfare player, I would probably recommend taking off stipple grip tape, putting on the M16 barrel, taking off commando foregrip, possibly putting on a Merc foregrip, and then that would be pretty much it, man. That's all I would really recommend. But like I said, I'm the type of running gun player, and that's really about the only other class setup that works for me with the M4. So I know the M4 can get memed, and it definitely has a bad name because people use it all the time. It's probably the most used gun in Modern Warfare, but hey, it's not our fault, it's Infinity Ward's fault. I mean, quite frankly, dude, that's the way I see it. It's that you might as well use the gun while it's OP. For our next class setup, we got the M13. I literally just recently uploaded a video on this, and it is absolutely insane, man. This is probably the best M13 class setup that I have found quite recently. I've went through so many M13 class setups, and I've really wanted to use this gun, bro, because not a lot of people actually use it, and the reason is because it has such a high fire rate, and you can really never control your accuracy with it. But I definitely do think that you guys will give this a try. It could definitely go a little bit crazy with it. So like I said, I recently just uploaded a video on this. If you guys saw it already, you are an absolute legend. But what we are running is monolithic suppressor, commando foregrip, 50-round mag, stipple grip tape, and no stock. This is actually very similar similar to my M4 class setup, except you actually can run 60 round mags on the M13. So if you guys want to run that, I mean, this is literally my M4 class setup, but just on a different gun. As you guys can tell, I'm very consistent when it comes to my class setups. I don't like to get a lot crazy with them. I don't really use a lot crazy guns like shotguns, marksman rifles. I'm strictly like a very dedicated pub stomper, even though I'm not really that consistent with like nuclears and stuff like that. I go off, I get 100 kill plus gameplays all the time, dude. It's really not that hard. So when it comes to my guns, I like to be very consistent with them with the class setups, as you guys can clearly tell. Now my next gun right here is the Kilo 141. Now I like to call this you know, I really don't like to call it anything, but what I'm trying to get at is this is the gun that I always pull out if I'm going against an absolutely sweaty team, bro, and they just need to get absolutely lasered. I also use this as my Warzone gun all the time, dude. Oh my god, this gun is absolutely insane, dude. I just get hyped talking about it, bro, because if you guys use this gun, dude, I promise you, you guys will go absolutely nuts with it. Same two attachments as usual, monolithic suppressor, commando foregrip, as well as stipple grip tape, but as you guys can tell, we are running the 100 round drum mags as well as GI mini reflex. And this gun, dude, it is so consistent with your shots, and you can just mow people down with that 100 round drum mag. So you guys have tons of ammo to spare. You guys don't have to worry about reloading, going prone, and possibly dying or getting C4'd. You guys can just completely focus up and kill a lot of enemies at once and get your streaks. So definitely give this class setup a try, dude. It is absolutely crazy. Next up, we got actually my pretty new M13 Class Setup. Now this is probably the class setup that I use out of the least out of all of them, and that's just for the strict reason because not a lot of people actually use the Ram 7 to begin with, but it's a very powerful gun, don't get me wrong. It's just there's not a lot of maps you can really use this on because of the high recoil. And I mean, obviously it has a super high damage, but like I said, it's super hard to control the recoil, which is why I don't really run a lot of games with this gun. But if you guys do want to know the best class setup possible, in my opinion, for this, I would run the FTAC 13.5 compact barrel, commando foregrip, 50 round mag, stipple grip tape, and the XRK ultralight hollow. That's personally what's working for me. So if you guys want to give it a shot, go right ahead. I used to run a lot of other attachments like the XRK Ranger barrel. I would also run compensator muzzle, and I think I did run the FTAC Equilibrium stock. So I used a combination of a lot of those along with my other attachments, and to be honest with you, I really did not like it, that long range feeling and just kind of that bulkiness of the Ram 7. So I kind of converted it into like an AR SMG hybrid. So it's pretty cool. Like I said, probably the gun that I used the least out of all of them, but if you guys want to give it a shot, go ahead. Now here's something brand new that I want to show you guys that I'm 100% trying to try out and get a gameplay for you guys. Now this is actually the Ogre 26, man. And yes, I know a lot of people do not actually use this gun, but I wanted to get a gameplay for you guys with this just because I remember when this gun came out, dude, it was so hyped up, and then it kind of just like didn't live up to its name, if you will. Not a lot of people actually used it, but it is definitely something that you guys should try out, and I have it pretty much all the way maxed out, as you guys can tell. So the attachment combo that I've been using for this is the compensator muzzle, XRK ultralight barrel, no stock, sleight of hand, and 30 round mags. Now as you guys can clearly tell, this is not like the type of LMG class setup that this gun literally has. Like, this gun is an LMG, but as you guys can tell, it's very small and compact like an SMG, and that's why I love it, dude. So running gunning with this thing on maps like Shoot House and Rust, dude, you guys will fry with this gun, dude. Trust me, try it out, dude. It's absolutely crazy. And then finally, guys, last but not least, I got my AK-47 class setup right here. Now the AK-47 has been a very trending gun on YouTube right now because of the fact that the AK-74U, which is like what you can transform this gun into, it actually got a buff, and this thing is just super overpowered now. And this is the class setup that I personally have been using, and I definitely think that you guys should give it a shot. I got a gameplay coming out with this gun very soon, an individual gameplay, but what I am running on here right now is the compensator muzzle, commando foregrip, 40 round mag, sleight of hand, and no stock. Now this really isn't like the AK-74U, as you guys can tell, because it's literally just the AK but without no stock. So it's gonna have that AK range, it's gonna have that AK feel to it. So I would not recommend running this on a map like Shipment, but on maps like Shoot House and Rust, like I said, definitely give this a shot. If you guys play regular maps, you guys can also give it a shot as well, but I personally just do not like to play the regular maps. I find Rust, Shoot House, and Shipment to be my 3 favorite maps, and the maps that I just feel most comfortable on fun and consistent when I'm getting gameplays. It's very, very simple, especially when I'm playing with a party. I personally just do not like the beefy feel of the AK. I mean, it's an AR, so you just gotta kind of expect that, but that's why I don't really like to run this on a map like Shipment. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Like I said, make sure to drop a like down below, see if you can hit 30 likes, subscribe if you guys are brand new. I really hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys want more videos like this in the future, let me know down in the comments below. That'd be greatly appreciated. And pretty much without further ado, man, I hope you guys going to enjoy the new update, and I'm out of here. Peace.